Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Battleground Games Live. Welcome to our dining room. I'm Andrew, and Amanda isn't here yet, but together, the two of us are Battleground Games Live on Thursday afternoons. The reason it's called that is that it is part of Battleground Games and Hobbies, your friendly local game store in the greater Boston, Massachusetts area, with 3 convenient locations. One up in Saugus on Route 1, just past the Red Roof Inn. One down in Norton by the Xfinity Center, and one sort of midway between the two of them that is in Abington, which is where we used to stream from. Every Friday night we would get together with friends and we would stream various board games, card games, miniature war games, and role-playing games. And then COVID happened. But we did not stop streaming. No. We took a short break, and then we started streaming from our apartment, me and Amanda. So we've been doing these, what we've called Isolate Together streams, which is where you, our friends in the internet, hang out with us in our apartment, and we play various games. We've played a lot of games where we get to actually play with our chat, which is always a lot of fun. We did almost every Unlock game. We've had a lot of fun with those. But we've also been playing a lot of board games. Last week we played Magic, and it was an interesting thing. We played a Winchester draft using Times Power Remastered. So we play a variety of different games. And yeah, we really enjoy hanging out with our friends. If you're in chat, feel free to hop in and say hello. Amanda is getting herself some tea, so she'll be along momentarily. And then, of course, there's always the possibility that a cat will appear and trample the entire world. So Amanda has not been able to visit the store as much as once she did. She hasn't felt super comfortable in the store. Obviously, I have to go there, but I'm behind the counter, so I'm sort of by necessity distanced from people. And she didn't feel comfortable being out on the floor at the store until we were both fully vaccinated, and we're almost there. Amanda got her second shot on Monday, so she's getting closer. I get my second shot in 2 days on Saturday. And then 2 weeks from then, we'll both be fully vaccinated, and we'll feel a lot safer just hanging out and playing games in the store. So we haven't really spent much time there together in a long, long time. But Amanda came by. We went there during my day off last week because I wanted to get some sleeves for Magic, and I wanted to make sure that Kevin knew what was going on with the pre-release for Magic and stuff like that. Actually, that was on Sunday. So that was this week. On Sunday, we went by the store, and I had a long conversation with Kevin, and we hung out for a little bit. Oh, I'm going to mute us for a second here so that Amanda can put her microphone on. Excuse me for a moment while I'm very, very quiet. Okay, so what I was saying is that we hadn't been to the store a lot, and we went there on Sunday, and while we were there, Amanda saw a box, and she was like, there's an expansion for Everdell here that we don't own.
Yeah.
And I said, I thought we had all the expansions for Everdell. But Amanda knows better what we have than I do, because she's the one who put together these little boxes. Which is the, it's not Broken Token, who is it? Folded Space.
Yeah, Folded Space.
We have the Folded Space box inserts that allow you to put all of Everdell into 2 boxes. So it sort of consolidates everything, and it has nice containers for all of your bits.
Put those in the clearing we're not using.
Sure, that works well.
Yeah.
So yeah, she noticed that there was a box there that was a expansion for Everdell that we did not own.
Yeah.
So I bought it.
Yeah.
And brought it home, and now we get to play with it.
Did you get things out of this?
Yes, everything is here.
Awesome. Okay.
So
These are the weather cards.
yes, exactly. So as with many things Everdell related, there's a lot of replayability to this. This is the Spirecrest expansion, and let me go to overhead.
It's very pretty.
Yeah. Hopefully this will show up on stream. So we've got our regular Everdell setup here.
Yeah.
And Spirecrest actually says in the instructions, Spirecrest introduces a lot of complexity to the game, so we recommend you not do it with another expansion. But you totally could.
Yeah, you could. You could
Like
play
you could put
Pearlbrook.
Pearlbrook on that side of
Yeah.
the board. You could play with all the extra stuff that comes with
Belfair. And there are 2 more expansions coming out. There is New Leaf and...
do you want to turn that chair sideways so that Clara has a place to hang out?
I mean, my computer is
Oh,
there,
okay.
but
Sorry.
I may not turn my computer on. I mean, we can see the chat there.
Yep,
Unless
we
the
can.
Chat,
Hello,
unless the chat
Lobster.
goes out, I
Yeah,
think
if chat
we'll leave it.
decides to quit.
It's crud.
New Leaf.
New Leaf and maybe I will turn it on and look, or I can look it up on my phone because they ran a Kickstarter for it.
Hey, Clara. Kitty. But yes, there are additional expansions for Everdell on the horizon.
Everdell.
We did not get in on the Kickstarter, but we did buy in on the
Yeah,
comer.
so the Kickstarter itself funded no problem because, people like Everdell. Let's see.
Well, while you look that up. Yeah.
Mistwood.
Mistwood, that's right.
New Leaf and Mistwood. So yeah, they ran a Kickstarter. It did fund. It funded, I think, at the end of March, I guess. And their initial goal was $50,000. I want you to guess how much they raised.
$1 million. More.
Yeah, up that by a considerable amount.
Wow.
$4,831,975.
Yeah, I think they made their goal.
Just a bit, yeah. So they're allowing for late pledges because they're going to be producing these in quantity because they're going to sell them at game stores as well.
I certainly hope so.
Starling Games sells stuff at game stores. We have several Starling Games games. So we backed it late. We did a late pledge for it. And we got both of the new expansions, and we got the big box to hold everything because while this box is doing quite well with all of the inserts to hold all of the existing expansions, and there is enough room in these inserts for like 5 or 6 more token types beyond the ones that we're getting. There's going to be more board.
Yep.
There's a train that you build. There are going to be more tokens. I think there's like 3 new token types in each of the expansions. Not to mention more cards and additional bits and pieces. So I also grabbed the big box of everything, which also I believe has some upgraded tokens.
Sweet.
I think it might have wooden occupied tokens. And it has stickers to put on all your big animals.
Aw.
So if you wanted to put stickers on your big creatures, you can do that. I don't think I will. I really like the big meeple. And it does have, I think, upgraded saddles. But right now they have little saddles. so you can have your animals
Ride
them.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what the big meeple are going to do when we... careful you don't break anything.
Yeah.
But we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, the idea is that you actually sit your character in the saddle.
And then they can ride the...
Yeah, and then they can ride the
big beast.
Yeah.
All right, so what comes in the Spirecrest expansion?
Yeah.
You will note there is a new board. You did it. Yay. There's a new board.
Yep.
That goes at the bottom of the main board. And there's this path that leads from the old... the old journey, and actually leads on a journey of exploration. And
this is very much an out-traveling sort of deal.
Yeah. So basically, each character has a traveling hare, a rabbit, that is going to go on an adventure. And it goes out here. And each season, it moves further down this path. So when you change seasons, you're going to move that hare and you get to uncover new stuff. So it has two primary things that are going to be added to the game.
It's Big Milk.
It is Big Milk. Hey, folks. If you were watching when we did Battle Magic, you'll remember Big Milk. Anyways.
Remember the Big Milk, the yak.
I guess actually there's three things that this is going to change about the game. The most obvious thing is weather.
Yeah.
As we progress through this board, new weather conditions are going to turn up during each season, and they're going to affect
how things
work during
what
that
we have
season.
available to us.
The next thing that we're going to find are discoveries. So each time you move your hare, you get to choose a discovery from the zone they're leaving. And that's going to be very random. There's a lot of luck involved.
I love the little explorer on the path.
Yeah, the path is very cute. I love the art.
Oh, it makes me so happy.
So these discoveries, there's 3 piles of them, and we'll uncover them as we explore.
I believe there are 11 for each season.
That
there
makes
were
sense.
33 of the cards.
Each time you move, you get to choose from 3.
Okay.
And we'll go through that.
And I'm pretty sure the big animals
are part of the discoveries.
Part of the discovery deck.
So basically, the discoveries are cards that go into your village. They don't count towards the 15 max on your village.
There are
but
things
they
that
provide,
are in your village now that
there's
add
something
different
that
benefits.
got discovered and is now affecting your village. And actually, I'm going to need to have the instructions because there's a glossary. So if we have any questions about one of the discoveries, we want to check the glossary in the Spirecrest rules.
Ooh.
What's up?
Okay, so New Leaf is a train station in full operation in Everdell's oldest city, delivering many new mechanics, critters, constructions, and big ideas to the Emerald Valley. Mistwood, Nightweave has made plots and plans, those are capitalized, by the way.
Plots and plans.
For taking over Everdell with the aid of her spiderlings. Pit your wits against Nightweaves in solo or 2-player games, and recruit heroes of yore like Corin Evertail himself.
So
it's
cool.
Specifically built for a
co-op.
2-player, or it's built as a co-op or solo game.
I love it. That's totally our jam.
Yeah, that makes me really happy because that's the sort of thing where at PAX East, that would be a selling point for that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, this has co-op mode as an expansion. There's a whole you can play it co-op or solo against the game, and here's more co-op solo play included. It wasn't just a one and done. Nice. Sorry,
Cool.
You were saying.
No, that's cool. So that's discoveries. The third new mechanic are the maps. So each time you leave a zone, you get to take one of these map pieces, and at the end game, if you have resources left over, which you will because you probably planned for it, you can buy additional victory points by moving through your map. So hopefully this is showing up on stream. Here is my starter map tile. When you buy one of these, or when you take one of these at the end of the season, it goes onto your map like that. And then during the end game, after everything else is resolved,
you put your excess
you take your traveler,
stuff.
and if you have 3 extra berries, you can move your traveler to there.
But you have to do it in order.
You have to do it in order. So it has to follow the map.
So like if you have 6 extra berries,
yeah,
but you have no wood, it doesn't matter if there's some further berries you could put down further along the map, because you don't have wood, so you don't get to go through that portion.
So that's going to be a little bit of extra end game strategy,
yes.
and gives you something to do with extra stuff.
Neat.
And these are all random, obviously. There's more in the box. You have one more map per zone than there are players.
So it's sort of like these. There's always going to be ones. There's always going to be a little difference.
Yes.
To it.
Yeah. That's something that Everdell has so much of.
It's not always the same resources and the same goals that you're going for.
And the weather, I think there's 4 weathers possible for each season. All right, so Amanda.
I love this game so much.
Before we start,
yeah,
we have to decide who's going first.
Well, we also have to go through...
we're going to go through everything that's available. So who's going to go first? Who is the most humble? That's how you determine who goes first in this game. Or we could just roll for it.
I don't feel right claiming to be the most humble.
Okay.
Because
that's very humble of you.
That I'm not the most humble, right? Lobster says he's the most humble.
Oh, okay. Lobster, you're first player then.
Yeah, okay. I mean, Lobster could play with us.
We could probably find a way. Yeah.
Just tell us which card to pick. That's why I feel we should roll for it.
Okay. Pick evens or odds.
Odds.
3. That is odd.
It is
odd.
So it's you. You'll auction the first player rights?
Right.
Doesn't seem very humble.
Amanda, you are first player, so I believe that means you get...
rabbit.
Yeah, put your rabbit back. I believe that means you get 5 cards.
I think.
And I get 6. Let me double check the rules.
I'm playing foxes this time. I picked orange.
You're fantastic.
Orange.
First player draws 5, second player 6, third player 7, fourth player 8. So take 5 cards for your hand. I get 6. And then let's review what's in the lineup and what all our special abilities are. So the goals up here that we can get. If you have a doctor and postal pigeon, you can get flying doctor service, which is 3 victory points for each husband-wife pair in your city. If you have 2 of each of everything, you can make the Everdell games, which is 9 victory points.
Wow.
Which you need 2 of each. Card type.
2 of each card type. Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, you need 2 farms and 2 postal pigeons and
2 travelers, 2 farms, 2. I can't remember what all the
there's
things are.
academic, wonder,
beauty.
Yeah.
Anyways, what are those 2 over there?
So we have tax relief, which is one that you can put a token on, and you get 3 victory points and activate production of a green.
But what's the requirement at the top?
A judge and a queen.
Okay, so you need a judge and a queen.
Yeah. And this is Path of the Pilgrims. You need the monastery and the wanderer. And you get 3 victory points for each worker in your monastery, which basically takes your workers out of circulation.
And then what are our meadow effects here?
So our meadow effects are, we've got our basics,
Yep.
which are always the same, and then we have 2 resin and 1 twig.
Nice.
We have 2 berries and 1 card.
That sounds handy.
And we have discard any, then draw 2 for every card discarded.
Yeah.
So you could get rid of something that, like, you know you're just not going to build. It's either too expensive or it doesn't fit with what you've been trying to put together, what engine you've been building.
So what's in the meadow?
So in the meadow, we have a crane.
Costs
we have
one
stone. Yep. We have a farm. We have a queen. We have a judge. So we have both of the things required for tax
my goodness,
relief.
already, yeah.
Yeah. You need a lot of berries to get those, though.
Yeah.
Clock tower, postal pigeon, school, and castle. And I think the castle gets the king.
Yeah.
Yeah, the castle gets the king. You need the palace for the queen.
All right. So last time we played, I realized early on that I had placed a creature incorrectly. When you close the door and get to play something, it's not a free action. It's one of your actions for turn.
Yeah.
So, and we just played it out the rest of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't
we were
a
like,
big deal.
if I did it wrong once, we might as well do it wrong the rest of the game. But this time we're going to do that right.
We're gonna follow the rules.
Yes. All right. What is our weather?
So
this is the first Spirecrest thing that's happening.
Deep freeze. Forest locations may not be visited.
Ouch. So we can't use these 3 locations this turn.
Well, that sucks.
While we're in
the
winter. Okay.
Alrighty,
that
then.
does make things a little bit slower. Okay. Let me consult my hand and Amanda. It is your move.
I'm going to... That's really irritating.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get myself some stone.
A stone for Amanda.
Yeah. It's really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
That slows things down so much.
Yeah, especially in winter.
Yeah.
When you have only 2 workers to use.
Ouch.
Yeah. Just looking to see what's out there. Amanda took the only thing that gives you stone.
Yep.
Harsh.
I mean, it's the only thing that gives you stone anyway. None of the forest locations give stone.
Yeah, this time around.
Yeah. Stone is going to be the hot commodity, I think. God, that makes my whole plan really irritating.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to go to Haven.
Okay.
Discard 2 cards. Going to discard a ranger and a lookout. Or I'm sorry, a wanderer.
Yeah.
I don't know where our discard pile is. Put it here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get a stone. So I have a stone as well.
Okay.
Your turn.
I really wish we weren't in a deep freeze.
Yeah, it's tough.
So irritating. I'm going to go here and get 2 resin.
Okay. All right. I'm going to build the crane, which costs 1 stone.
Dang it. I wanted that crane.
And to replace it, we have a undertaker.
Okay. That's fine.
Your turn.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You took the card I wanted. Yeah. That rather stymies me. I guess I will discard. No, I can't. I can't do anything.
Is this a multiple player space?
I don't know.
I think as many people.
I've used both of
want
my
can go to-
people.
Oh, you don't have any more people.
You
So
took the one thing that I could have built, so.
are you going to proceed to the next season?
I
then?
don't have any other choice. I don't have anything I can do. You took the only building I could build.
Okay.
So, like, my options are to do that or to do nothing. Like, I don't have any options but to proceed to the next season, Andy.
Okay.
So, now how does this work?
So, when you proceed to the next season, and actually I'll read this out of the instructions. After you've done everything else for that season, so first you get your fox from the tree, and then you get to grow anything if you had anything to grow.
I don't.
Yeah. You're going to do chart, discover, and travel. So chart, choose any of the face-up map tiles and add it to your map. She takes the one that requires twigs.
Yep.
Makes sense because twigs are cheaper than berries.
Yeah, they sure are.
All right. Then discover. Reveal 3 discover cards and place them here. 1, 2, 3. Order is important.
1.
And this is just off camera,
2.
so we'll have to describe to chat.
3.
All right.
So we have Sunblaze Trail. If you have at least 3 little paw symbol cards, so like the queen, in your city, you get 4 victory points.
Okay, so that's an end game thing.
Yep. Cartographer's Caravan. This has 3 spaces for workers. You draw 3 cards and gain 1 resource for each worker here, including the worker you just placed. Each player may only have 1 worker on that space.
Ah. Okay. So card draw and
A resource.
an any. Nice.
And Map Seller. Each player may only have up to 1 worker here. You may draw cards from the meadow and or discard pile to your hand limit.
Interesting. That's right. Hand limit is 8,
I think so.
I think. All right, so now, how do you get these? Well, this is where this little symbol at the bottom comes in. This costs nothing. You can get that card for free. And this is where it's just randomness. Like, if you desperately want this card, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, it's going to cost me.
This one is discard a card or use an any. And this is any combination of 2. Discard 2 cards, discard or give 2 any, or give 1 any and 1 card.
Gotcha. Wow. Okay. I guess I'll discard. I'll discard a card.
Sure.
I'll discard a peddler
Okay.
and take the cartographer's
Okay.
caravan.
Caravan.
So now I now have this.
And either of us can put stuff there.
Right.
You also get your workers back from out here. And you move your hair forward. So now you are experiencing different weather.
Okay.
So reveal the spring weather.
Spring Weather says, lightning storms. Every construction costs 1 additional resource to pay.
1 any. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then these go away. They go to the bottom of the deck. So I'll have a different lineup.
Neat.
When I move forward. So now it's my turn.
Yep.
I am going to use my crane to recruit an architect.
That's what I was going to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gives you 1 point at the end of the game for each unused resin or stone to a maximum of 6. Although I may be using resin and stone for other stuff.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
Now that I'm out of this,
Yeah, you are no longer affected
I'm no
by the
longer
winter
affected
weather.
by that. Excellent.
I am
That-
affected by winter weather. You are not.
That makes life a lot easier for me.
Okay. So I've got my architect. It is your turn.
Okay. That means I get to go over here. I'm going to get 2 resin and a twig.
That's pretty darn good.
Yep.
Okay. I have no resources, but I do have another buddy.
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to go out here and get a stone.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay. I am going to build a mine.
A mine.
And that means I immediately get a stone back.
Nice.
For that. So that was calculated on my part.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. I'm out of stuff to do, so get my doobers back. And I get this person. I have
Yep.
nothing to grow. I'm going to...
See, I was going to build the crane, and that would let me build. That would let me put the architect in it, but
Oh, that's
I
right.
hadn't-
The crane lets you reduce a construction.
yeah. And so I was going to be able to build the mine. And yeah, I had plans, but you took the crane. So.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'm going to take the berries.
Yeah.
Discarding 5 cards or having 3 berries. Either way, it's not great
It's rough.
for me.
Yeah.
I move, or I discover.
Yep.
So my discoveries are Starfall Trail. You get 4 victory points if you have at least 3 scrolls in your city. Or Everblossom Trail. Get 4 victory points if you have at least 3 beautiful things in your city. Or, I'm all trails.
Yeah.
Green Spout Trail. I shuffled these. I swear I did. 4 victory points if you have at least 4 growth
Green
spots
things, yeah.
in your city. I have a scroll, but I don't know for how long.
Can I see the Spirecrest
Yeah, sure.
instructions? I want to check on something.
Guess I'll take Everblossom Trail, which costs me 1 any or discard a card.
Ah, okay. I was wondering what this meant. When you place a worker here, draw 3 cards, then also gain 1 of any resource for each worker that is here, including the worker you just placed. Each player may only have up to 1 of their workers here. If an opponent visits this location, you gain a 1-point token.
Oh,
So
that's
if you
not
visit
listed on the
this,
card. Okay.
It actually has this open with 1 point on it. And I think, because that's the map, that's the cartographer's caravan, and the map seller had the same symbol on it, and it's got the same rule to it.
Okay. So if I go there, you get a victory point, but I get what?
You get to draw 3 cards and gain a resource for each worker there. So if you're the second person to go there, you get 2 resources.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want the Everblossom Trail,
Yeah.
but I'd have to discard a card or use my 1 stone to
Yeah,
get
your
it.
one resource to get it.
So I'm going to take the free
Scroll one.
scroll.
Yeah, you're going to want that judge. You're going to want that clock tower.
These go away.
You've got a crane. If you don't
do
get
have a
rid of
crane.
the crane to build something else, then that could work out for you.
All right. So now I'm in this same weather pattern.
Yep.
Which is construction costs 1 extra.
1 additional. Yeah.
I don't
annoying,
like that.
Right?
Your turn.
Okay.
Oh, man.
You okay?
Yeah, just stiff.
Yeah. Here and get 3 twigs.
Twigs are handy.
Yep. It is your turn.
Yeah. I'm going to go here, get 2 twigs.
And a card.
And a card.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
I'm going to go to my caravan. So I get to draw 3 cards.
And you get an any.
Yep. I'm going to use that to get a stone.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 twigs and a stone to build a twig barge. I gain 2 twigs from it.
There you go.
Normally costs 1 twig and 1 stone.
Right.
But the winter weather or
Yep.
spring weather. What's the weather called?
Lightning storms.
Lightning storms. The lightning storms are slowing me down. Your turn.
All right. I am also going to pay 2 twigs and a stone to build a twig barge.
Oh, cool. Okay. We're both doing the same thing here.
Get my twigs back.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to send somebody to your thing, so you get a victory point.
Yep.
I get 3 cards.
Yes, you do. And you get 2 resources.
Yeah, I'm going to take 2 stone.
Do it.
Your turn. Oh, we should reveal these.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't really matter until one of us moves forward. We've got a 3 resin for 4 points, discard 3 cards for 3 points, and discard a berry and a card for 2 points.
Okay. I'm going to pay 2 resin and 2 twigs to build a farm.
Ah, lovely.
I gain a berry.
Yes, you do. Okay. I'm going to send this person over here and get 2 resin.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Yeah, I don't have anything else I can build, and I don't have anything else I can hire, so.
All right, you're moving forward again.
Moving forward, yep.
All right, so
things happen.
Yes, first you get all your folks back.
Get you, we'll get you, we'll get you, we'll get you.
Mm-hmm.
4 boxes.
You get a meadow card.
Yep. Does it draw 2?
Draw 2. Yep.
Okay.
And then what does the meadow thing mean? You've got the instructions. Oh no, I have the base instructions.
Draw 2 meadow. Let's just draw 2 meadow cards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you draw 2.
Yeah.
How many do you have in hand now?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And then I get my stuff from my...
What?
Oh, no, it's not a growing
Not
season.
this season. Yeah.
Now I move forward.
Yep.
So I get to pick one of those.
Yep.
I'm going to go with a card and a berry.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to go for 3 cards.
All right.
We'll see how that works out for me.
Sure.
And now
and
we
get a discovery.
Yep. So my discoveries are Cloud Rim Peak, discard 5 differently colored cards and gain 8 victory points.
Oh, wow. And that's something you can do repeatedly, apparently.
Yeah. Storm Veil, draw 3 cards from the deck and place them face up nearby. Anyone may play any of these cards. You gain 1 victory point each time an opponent plays 1 card. Replenish the played cards.
Wow, so it's an extra meadow, but
Yep.
you get victory points if people use it.
And Grey Cloak's Hideout. You may move one of your deployed workers here to reactivate the location that worker was on.
Oh, that's nifty, but it costs 2 any or 2 cards.
Or 2 cards to get it. Ooh, gosh.
Thank you, Lobster. Everybody must get stone. That would have been more appropriate a couple of days ago. So Amanda is planning out her game now.
Yeah. I think I'm going to discard 2 cards and get that hideout.
Okay.
You may move one of your deployed workers here to reactivate the location that worker was on.
Right. So and it's only available to you. That's
Yep.
not something I can use.
Nope.
All right. So these go back on the bottom of the deck.
Now I get all my stuff.
But
Did I get my stuff?
you still don't get your stuff because it's not a growing season.
That's right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Anyway, I have left you 2 map tokens.
Yes. Again, you're moving forward faster.
Oh, hey.
Oh, you're in new weather. What's your weather now?
Drought. Green cards do not activate when played.
Oof. Ouch. Okay.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, you got 3
yeah.
green cards on the battlefield into your city.
And I'll get them at the next season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just when played. Do you want to see what your new map
Yes, I
quests
do.
are?
I want to know what they're going to be.
3
any.
berries, or 3 any for 3 points. 4 points for
3 points?
3 points? Well, I guess it lets you move forward.
Yeah.
Or 5 points for 3 stone.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So that was your turn.
Yep, sure
now
was.
it's my turn. I have to ponder for a moment. I do that, and that, and okay, yeah, okay. I'm going to build a resin refinery. It normally costs 1 resin and 1 stone. I'm going to spend 2 resin and 1 stone to build it.
Okay.
And I get a resin from my resin refinery.
Yeah, because you're not in a drought yet.
Exactly. I'm still in the have to spend extra resources,
Yeah.
the lightning storms. Your turn.
Okay. So, right now, before you finish up and take your dude away, I'm going here so I get the extra resource.
Clever. Yeah. So you get 3 cards.
So I get 3 cards. 3.
And you get 2 any.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get to keep all
Perfect.
of those. And I get 2 any. Let me see what I'm going to be building, what I would like to build. Interesting. I think I'm going to take 2 stone.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted that to...
I am going to spend 2 twigs, a stone, and a resin to build a courthouse.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay. I am going to go here and get 2 berries and a card.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's your berries.
Thank you.
Amanda's got a lot more resources than me in that I have none resources now.
It does make things difficult, doesn't it?
I am going to occupy my courthouse with a judge. When you play a critter or a construction, you may replace one any with one other any. And replenish the lineup. We now have an inn.
Neat.
Your turn.
Okay. I need to think about the order I do things in. Okay. I'm going to pay 1 stone and put out a crane.
Okay. I am out of stuff I can do.
You're out of
So,
options.
yeah, I'm going to take my folks back, get 1 more, draw 2 cards. Okay. And move forward. So I'm gonna take this cheap thing that costs a berry. I need a lot of berries in my end game now.
Yeah, you do.
And then my discovery options. Ooh, Windlore is a big critter. If I recruit Windlore, I may place Windlore on the deck and draw 3 cards. While Windlore is on the deck, if an opponent draws a card, you may draw 2 cards. You may draw beyond your hand limit, then choose which cards to discard back to your hand limit.
That's really complicated.
Yeah, that is complicated.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
But that's Windlore.
Neat.
My other options are, Whisper, another big critter.
Who is it?
It's the wolf. Ignore the exclusive placement rule for all locations,
Oh,
but not events.
yeah. Still, my goodness.
And King Rune is Big Milk.
Big Milk.
May place on a pretty spot in your city to gain a number of any equal to that card's base point value.
Neat.
So I
My
could put it on the
goodness,
architect
Andy.
and gain 2 any.
You got all the animals.
I did get all the animals. I think I want Whisper.
Mm.
So I'm going to have to... I don't have any resources, so I have to discard a card. I'm going to discard a Courthouse. So now I have Whisper. And the way critters work is, like you said, they have a worker riding them.
Yeah.
And he can go anywhere.
Yep.
Like even in an occupied space, he can go there. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
And I move forward. So now my weather is also drought.
Yep. Placing green cards does not help you.
Yeah.
Not immediately, anyway.
Yeah, it'll help us when we move forward into autumn. Okay. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Okay.
So yes, this is a wolf with a hedgehog riding its back.
It's good. It's good.
It's cute. I like this game.
It's so adorable. Okay. I'm gonna go up here. 3 twigs.
Okay. Just quickly looking to see what's out there.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't have to pay extra for things anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out here and get 2 resin.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay.
Go over here and get myself 2 berries.
Okay. I'm going to send...
You can always come get 3 cards and a resource.
I could do
2
that.
resources.
I think I'm going to send Whisper over here to get 2 berries,
and
and
a
a
card.
card.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. So,
It's not helpful.
okay. I'm going to pay, let's see, okay. I'm trying to do math.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing. So, first, I'm going to pay 2 berries to play a shopkeeper. And that lets me get a berry after I play a critter.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna send a person here for 2 twigs and a card.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to pay 1 to play an innkeeper. I get that 1 back.
Because you put a critter on the board.
I did the shopkeeper first, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's the innkeeper do?
When playing a critter, you may discard this innkeeper from your city to decrease the cost by 3.
Hmm. I'm going to spend 2 twigs and 2 resin to build that school.
All right.
And our new thing is an undertaker.
Huh, we have 2 of those.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to play the queen. When playing a critter, you may discard the innkeeper from your city to decrease the cost by 3. She only costs 2 berries.
Oh. Hmm.
This was why the order and counting was so important. I was like, does this work out? Does my math work?
All right. Replacing the queen, we have a monk.
To go in the monastery. There's the monastery thing, the Path of the Pilgrims, for each worker on your monastery. And the monastery, if I remember correctly, has 2 spaces, but 1 can only be the monk.
Oh, okay.
So you can have two players on it, but only if a monk is in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So it's my turn.
Because I remember trying to do that one before and being like, yeah, I've got a monk in a monastery. And then being like, but I have to leave 2 of my workers there at the end of the game. Nah, screw it.
Oh,
no, I'm not
sorry.
doing that.
I built a construction.
Yeah, so you
So I
get...
gain a resource.
What you like?
eh,
You get anything but a berry.
Yeah. Guess it doesn't really matter much. I'm gonna get a resin. Okay. I'm going to hire a barge toad with my twig barge.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Sounds like one of the barrels.
Yeah.
Are you done? 'Cause
I am.
You did a thing, so
I did the
assume you're
thing,
done.
so I'm done.
Okay. So now I'm going to use Greycloak's hideout. I may move one of my deployed workers here to reactivate the location that worker was on. So I'm going to deploy it here. Redo that. That is 2 berries and a card.
Yep.
Thank
Sweet.
you.
All right.
Yeah, that all worked out
Yeah,
the
that
way
was,
I was hoping.
That was impressive. I'm going to send my last person out here to get 2 resin and a twig. And it's your turn.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to pay 3 berries for a judge.
That's a critter.
Yes, it is.
You get a berry.
So I get a berry back. And then, yep, that's it for that turn.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
I'm probably going to do something. I'm going to spend 2 resin and a twig. Use my judge to make one of those resins into another twig.
Okay.
And build a farm. I don't get a berry from it because I'm still in molasses
we're
swamp.
in the drought. And now we have a post office.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm going to occupy my crane with an architect.
I think I am going to move forward.
Wow, okay.
So I'm going to take this bubbling spring.
3 any.
3 any.
Yeah.
My discovery options. Actually, I should take my folks.
Yeah, take your dudes.
And I do get my resources. Because this is a growing season. So I gain 1 resin. I gain 2 twigs. I gain 2 twigs for every farm. I have 1 farm, so 2 more twigs.
Yep.
And 1 berry from my farm. All right, now, what are my options?
We have Starfall City, 6 victory points, but -1 victory point for each scroll in your city.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want that. My 1 cost item.
Sunblaze City, 6 victory points, but -1 for each paw in your city. That seems like a good option for you.
Yeah,
right
I don't
now.
have any paws.
Yeah.
And Cloud Song. Name any construction and search the deck. If you find that construction, you may draw it into your hand, even if your hand is full.
Wow!
That happens immediately when you get that. Is there any construction that I want? Still have to build it.
Yeah, you still have to have the resources to build it.
Did I gain a resource for building my farm? I don't think I did.
When did you build it? Did you build it after you moved forward?
No. Do I get from my courthouse
Oh.
a resource? I don't think I did.
I don't think you did.
So I'm going to just take a stone. Sorry.
Okay.
I keep forgetting that trigger. I have to remember the courthouse. Yeah, I'm going to search for... No, because I'd have to pay 2 resources for it. I'm going to discard a minor mole
Okay.
and get this.
That seems like a good call for you.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go on the bottom. And my traveler goes to here. And I am now in
Hail.
Hail. You must discard 1 card after you visit a basic forest location, if able.
Don't like that.
Basic or forest location. So if I go to any of these spaces
Yep.
or those, I have to discard a card.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Ow.
Okay.
Dang.
The weather is nasty. The
Yeah.
weather definitely makes the game more of a challenge.
Very much so.
Your turn.
All right. Let's see what I've got here. I'm going to discard my crane.
Okay. Reducing the cost of something.
That reduces the cost of something for 3 by 3 any,
Okay, yep.
which means I can get my lookout for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. My turn?
Your turn.
All right. I'm going to spend a twig and 2 resin to build a post office.
Okay. Do you have a postal pigeon?
And this time I'm remembering my courthouse,
What are you going to get
which
for it?
means I get a resource back. I'll take a resin. And replacing the post office, we have an innkeeper.
Neat. Now, there is a postal pigeon right there.
There is. Your turn.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, I didn't visit
No.
a space.
No, you built a thing, so you don't have to
I
discard
have to remember
something.
that.
Yeah. I think I am finally out of things I want to get done now.
I'm enjoying the dad jokes from Lobster in chat.
Yeah.
I don't have any pause, said Tom ceaselessly, because he can't pause.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Let me think.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna pay 2 stone and a resin to construct a university.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, crud. I misplayed something.
Okay.
It's okay. It's fine.
I'm going to occupy the post office with
Get
the
that
postal
pigeon. Yeah, that makes sense. And what we have now is a teacher who can go into a school.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. It's your turn.
All right. I am.
Oh. Nope, that was a critter. I don't have an
Yeah.
innkeeper. You have an innkeeper.
Yes, no. It's the shopkeeper. that gets me
Shopkeeper.
that. I am now out of things to do.
Okay.
So, let me get all my foxes back.
So many foxes.
Yeah.
They are fantastic.
Really are kind of fantastic. All right. Got all my foxes.
Yep. You get to use all your growy things.
Now I get my stuff. So I get a stone, I get a twig, and I get a berry.
Okay.
Thank you. And now I get to move forward.
Yep. So you get to choose one of those two to add to your map.
I think I'll go for the point.
The one where you pay 3 points to get 4 points?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And now
Well, you get a discovery.
I get a discovery. So Serpent's Pass. I can place at the beginning of your expedition.
Which is this.
And 6 any. So if you give up 6 any resources, you get 7 points. But I have cards and points,
so that doesn't really help
me. Mistrise City. I think that's what I'm going for. It's worth 6 points, -1 for each wanderer in your city, each of the sack over the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And my high one is the Bounty Hunter. Name any critter and search the deck. If you find that critter, you may draw it into your hand, even if your hand is full. I don't really have any critters that I want, so... Like if I thought I could build the castle, I'd be like, well, give me the king, because that would put it in my thing immediately. But no. I think I'm going to discard and twig.
Sure.
And get
take
the Mistrise City.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Cool. So now you have to deal with the hail.
Yeah. So that means what? I have to discard if I go to a normal, one of the like regular things? Cool. Neat.
My turn.
Yep.
Got the postal pigeon. I'm going to occupy this.
And now my...
Oh, yes. Yep. I'm going to occupy this school with a teacher.
Yeah.
Draw 2, keep 1, and give the other to your opponent. So let's replenish the lineup.
Yep. A husband. Wow, we haven't really seen any husbands and wives.
Yeah.
Please don't.
I'm going to keep this one and give you this one.
Okay. Sure.
And that's my turn. So I currently have 12 things in my city. I have room for 3 more.
Yeah, I have 9 in my city.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like I filled up my city last game, too.
I think you did.
And I didn't win.
No.
I just had a big city.
Yeah. I had more of a point engine running at the time.
Yeah.
Because I had specifically gotten the things that gave you points for common creatures and uncommon creatures, so I was getting points off of both, and yeah. All right. My turn?
Yes.
All right. So, first thing we're going to do, I think, is, let's see, what do I want to accomplish with this? All right. Very first thing I'm going to do is take advantage of the fact that I have 3 little paw symbols. and come over here to get the Grand Tour.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to spend 2 berries. No, am I going to do that? Yeah. And hire a postal pigeon.
Okay.
Reveal 2. You may play 1 worth up to 3 for free and discard the other. Did I not do that when I got my other postal pigeon? I don't know why. So I have a wife and a ruins.
Yeah.
I'll play the wife. Yeah. And discard the ruins. Yeah, done.
Okay. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now I'm going to take one of my dudes and I'm going to go up here and get tax relief.
Because you have the queen and
I
what's
have
the other one?
Queen and the Judge. So I get 3 victory points.
Okay.
Thank you. And I activate production.
Oh, damn. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I get a stone. I get 2 twigs. I think I only got 1 twig last time when I did my production. I thought it was like 1, 1, 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well. I'm one of those.
Okay.
Notice how I've avoided going to any of the normal spots.
Me too. Yep. All right. I'm going to spend a twig, a resin, and a stone.
Don't forget, I have spaces over here.
Oh, sure. It's not a basic space.
No, it's not. It's not a basic or forest space.
A twig, a resin, and a stone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to build a monastery.
Nice.
When I build a construction, I get something. I'm going to take can't take a berry, so I'm going to take a stone. Okay. And my village is full now.
Okay.
Unless I decide to use my crane to build something, I guess.
Maybe, yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay. All right. I am going to go over to my cartographer's caravan. Actually, no. No. I'm going to... I'm going to come over here and go to my university. Discard a critter or construction from your city. Gain resources equal to that card's cost. Then gain 1 resource and 1 victory point. So since I'm not going to be getting these again, most likely, you know, I'm going to go ahead and discard my farm.
Okay.
So I get 1 resource. Gain resources equal to that card's cost. So I gain,
You gain 2 twigs,
two twigs and a resin.
Resin. Nice.
And then I gain 1 any and 1 victory point. So may I have a victory point, please?
Yes.
And I'm going to get
Another resin.
another resin, yeah.
Cool. Cool. I'm going to send somebody up here
Ooh.
and build the Everdell games because I have
You have 2
1,
of each.
2 paws,
Yep.
1, 2 bags,
Yep.
1,
2
2
beauty.
pretty,
Yep.
2 scrolls,
And 2 plants.
and 2 plants. So
Nice.
yeah, I get the
well
Everdell games.
done. Well done indeed, Andy.
That's why I had to pay for the postal pigeon
The
out
other
of
post.
pocket.
Yeah.
I had to make sure he was a common critter and not a unique critter.
You could have gotten one of the Undertakers.
I could have.
Yeah. All right.
Your
You're
turn.
done? Okay. So, now I'm going to I'm going to go over here to my caravan. I'm going to draw 3 cards. 3. Wow, that was sure thing. And 1 resource for each thing on it. That's 1. I'm going to gain, I think, stone.
Okay. I'm going to send a critter over here to get 2 berries and a card, and then discard a card.
Yep.
I'll discard a minor mole.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay. I'm going to build a monastery.
Going to send a critter to your camp.
So you get 3 cards, 2 resources.
I'll take 2 berries.
Okay. Do it.
Actually, I'll take 1 berry and 1 resin. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to occupy my monastery
With a monk.
with a monk. I may give up to 2 berries to an opponent to gain 2 victory points each.
Thank you.
Here, have some berries.
Thank you.
May I have 4 victory points, please?
Mm-hmm. I like the monastery being about giving stuff to people.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go... out here, get 2 resin and a twig and discard a card.
Okay.
I'll discard a wanderer.
Oh,
Hmm?
I should have gotten a berry
Oh,
off my
sure.
shopkeeper.
Sure, because you hired somebody.
Yeah.
You got the monk.
Yes, I did. Okay. I'm going to send one of my tokens to the monastery. I give 2 to an opponent and I gain 4 victory points.
2 twigs.
Yep.
For 4 victory points.
Yes, please.
Pretty sweet. I have no idea who's winning this.
Yeah, I have no clue.
So many points. All right. Um, I'm going to occupy my farm and get a husband.
Do it.
Because he can go with my wife. They take
Yeah.
up the same space.
Yeah. There's a courthouse.
And I gain 1 any if paired with a wife and you have at least 1 farm. So I'm going to gain stone.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay. Now, you only get points for resources if you have a card that tells you get points for resources, right?
That's why this is so handy.
Yeah, because
At
you end
the
up
end
with
game.
extra resources.
Yeah.
And yeah. It's very nice. All right. How do I want to do this? We'll go here again because it has a monk in it. I have the second space, which means I can give you 2 resources. Here, have these.
Okay. Thank you.
And I get 4 more victory points.
Sweet.
Yeah. I think that's all I can do.
All right, I've got 2 folks left to place. So I'm going to build a city monument because I have 3
Yeah.
scroll works.
Are you sending Whisper for a reason?
No?
Okay. Just you could have used Whisper on a different space.
Yeah. But my last person I'm going to send out here. Discard 4 cards for 4 points.
Nice.
Now, end game.
Yeah.
We go on our adventures.
All right. So I'm going on my adventure. I'm paying 3 twigs.
3 cards.
3 cards. Just so I know this isn't part of my city.
And you could spend 4 victory points, or spend 3 victory points to get 4 victory points.
I think that's how that works. I'm going to double check it because it seems weird. Yeah. Doesn't really explain it.
It's not in the glossary?
No, that just has the discovery cards and the weather.
I'm sure it's...
Twin bridges.
Could Google it.
Yeah.
Well, while you figure that out, I'm going to send my fellow on an adventure. So I spend 3 berries for the first one, spend a berry and my last card for the second one, and then I spend 3 twigs for the third one. What are we even talking about?
I don't know. Oh, twin bridges.
Oh, Jeff and Bro bridges. Got it. I'm caught up now. Yep.
I think I just have to pay 3 points
And get 4, so you earn 1.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Yeah.
Do you want to just, for counting's sake, here's the 6 that you got for your first 2 parts of that quest.
Yeah.
And I get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so counting points time. I may need a piece of paper. I'm going to mute us for a second just to grab a piece of paper and a pen. I'll be right back. You're unmuted, so you can talk while I go get paper and pen.
Yeah, that's probably a good plan. Though I'm pretty sure I have paper and pen right behind me.
Do you need paper and a pen?
I mean, yes, but
Okay.
if you grab me a pen, I'm okay. I have paper. I just don't have a pen.
Hopefully that pen works.
Yeah, I'll cross my fingers. Okay. So, moving things over here.
Mute for a second more. I know I sneer sometimes at games like Overboss, where you have a scorecard that you use at the end, but really this could use something like that to
yes.
organize everything. All right, so I have 2 paws in my city, which means that this earns me 4 points. It's 6 minus 2. So that's 4. That earns me nothing. Starfall Trail earns me 4 if I have 3 scrolls. I have more than 3 scrolls. Well, I have exactly 3 scrolls. So that's another 4.
Okay.
3 points for the wife. The architect gives me up to 6 points for leftover stone and resin. So I get 6 points from that. The school gets me 1 for every common critter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Oh no, that's unique. 6. Okay.
All right. I'm pretty sure I have my total.
These. That was those 9 there. I get 3 from this, 9 from that. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 25, 31, 43. I have 52 points.
Oh, so close. You beat me by 3 points.
Oh, wow.
I had 49.
49.
Yeah.
So what was your big point earners?
Basically getting points anytime I, did a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, the monastery ended up giving me a whole bunch at the end, being able to get this. Mistrise City gave me all 6 points. Yeah. If I had been able to get a better one for my last one of these, because you got 9 points, I got 7 points, so that's 2
What
point
resources
different
did you
right
have
there.
left over at the very end?
Twigs, which I was using towards that. I just didn't have enough. Yeah.
Wow, that was close.
That was really close.
Yeah. So being able to buy
game.
the
that
one,
was...
I was like, I'm going to lose 2 points off of my city.
But you're getting
But I'm
9
gaining
points.
9.
That's so good.
So that was a net earn of 7 points for working towards that goal.
I got stymied right at the beginning when
I bought the first thing you wanted.
You bought the only
crane.
thing I could build.
Yep.
And I didn't have anything else I could do.
Yeah.
And we couldn't go to the forest spaces. And I was like,
if I hadn't have had 4 cards to discard, you would have beat me.
Yeah.
And I was like, at the very end, I was like, I don't
have anything else to do.
Yeah.
I've got a guy, and where do I put it, and what gets me the most points? Yeah, that was the perfect thing to do.
Oh, it was so much fun.
I needed my 3 cards to pay the cost for this.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I might have gone for the 5.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Instead, I went to the monastery and got 4.
Yeah. Which
by
worked
giving you
out all right.
resources, because I knew at that point
you were giving me twigs, which
you already had all the resources you were going to need to do your expedition. So I wasn't giving you
my architect got me 6 points. That was big.
Oh.
And
I didn't.
Oh no. How many common critters do you have?
That's not common critters. It's 1 point for each of your unused resin and stone. And I have 1. So you beat me by 2 points.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, my architect...
I wasn't even thinking about it where I wouldn't have given you the resin. Because I gave you resin and stone. I just would have given you more twigs and berries.
Exactly.
Oh, no. I gave you the win.
You gave me the 2 points I needed. I was actually thinking about sending somebody out here and having to discard a card.
Oh, well...
That was so close.
That was really close.
So what do you think of Spirecrest?
I love it.
Yeah.
I think
it gives you something to do with your resources at the end of the game.
I think out of all of the expansions that we've played, I think Spirecrest is my favorite so far.
Do we want to look? I'm guessing all the big animals are in here. Do we want to look and see what they do?
Well, I want to see what other cards we have.
Okay.
Okay. So, Green Sprout Trail. That's 4 plants, gives you 4 points. Everblossom Trail, 4 points for 3 beauty. Map Cellar we saw. Sunblaze Trail we saw. Trail Guide. When played, place up to 3 critters beneath this card from the meadow and or your hand. You may play a card from beneath this trail guide for 2 fewer berries.
Interesting.
So it makes it cheaper to get critters into your city.
Yeah.
Archaeologist. When played, place up to 3 constructions. Same deal, but 1 less resource. Forager. When you gain a berry, draw a card for each berry you gained. Mistrise Trail. That's for the sack over the shoulder. And Stubblehoof is a big critter. At the start
he's in the spring?
Mm-hmm. At the start of Prepare for Season, you may choose to leave Stubblehoof where he is and activate that location. Also, draw 1 card and gain 1 resource.
Interesting.
So those are your going into spring cards. All right. We saw Windlore. We saw King Rune. We saw Stormvale. We saw Cloudrim Peak. There's Bellsong Trail, which is 4 victory points if you complete your expedition.
Oh, sweet.
Molea Mines. This is another like the Cartographer's Cavern. You could go to it, or I could go to it. Mm-hmm. It's an open space, but you get victory points from,
if your opponent goes there.
Reveal 1 card at a time up to your hand limit, stopping any time to draw all revealed cards and gain 1 victory point for each. If any card matches a meadow card, stop immediately and gain nothing. It's a pressure luck sort of deal. Ruins of Spire. You can go here and gain 3 resources comprised of twigs, resin, or stone, depending on what you want. You can do it in any quantity.
But only you, not your opponent.
Right. Ancient Orchard. Go there to gain 5 berries.
Okay.
Only you. And Honeypaw. Honeypaw's a big critter. Honeypaw.
Oh, Honeypaw.
The bear. If you did not gain berries when placing Honeypaw, gain 1 berry for each resource you did gain, up to 3 berries.
Oh.
So if you have your critter riding, you could stick it over here, gain 3 twigs, and gain 3 berries.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Whisper was really good, though.
Yeah, I only really utilized him once.
Yeah, but it was good.
But I like being able to go somewhere and do the same thing a second time. You had that thing where you could bring a creature back.
Yeah, which was wonderful. That definitely helped. So Sunblaze City, Hope Watch Trail. It's worth 1 for each point you gained on your journey. up to 7 points.
Oh, wow.
That is amazing. That's like a snap pick, right? 4, if you have achieved at least 2 events. Distant Shore. Place at the end of your expedition. Pay 6 cards for 7 points. So you're going further, is the idea.
Yeah, I like the flavor.
Yeah. Green Sprout City is 6 points with -1 for each plant character. Everblossom City, 6 points, but minus for each beauty. Starfall is the scroll. We've now reached the ones that we've seen. So yeah.
And there's other weathers, which
Interesting,
the little baggie with the weather.
Let's look at our weather cards. So, our additional, let's see. So, let's look at winter. Our additional winter are blizzard. Whenever you gain a resource from a forest location, you gain 1 less. And dense fog. Every card in your hand costs 1 additional resource to play.
Oosh. Yeah, stuff that slows you down in the beginning of the game.
It's so hard.
Yeah, because the whole thing, you're trying to get your engine going in that first 2 moves.
All right, so we have lightning storms for spring. Tornado, you may not play any card from the meadow. They've all gone
At
into
all?
cover. Yeah.
Oh.
And heavy rain. Whenever you visit a basic location, gain 1 less resource or card. Summer, we had drought. You can also have heat wave. Every critter costs 1 additional berry to play. And severe wind. You must discard a card after you play a card, if able to do so. And in the fall, we had hail. We could also have wildfire. Immediately place 1 of your workers here permanently.
Oh, it just burns up a worker.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
And flooding. Every card in the meadow costs 1 additional resource to play.
Okay.
Because they're all flooded out, so you have to get them out.
Ah. The flavor, the art,
It's so
the... Like, I just love the extended path. Like, it goes from this
so
board and just
good.
continues. Like, look at how the board just flows.
It's so perfect. Yeah.
What a great expansion.
Yeah, this expansion is fantastic. This is definitely, like I said, I think this is my favorite expansion. I think it adds a lot to the game. It gives you more things to be doing, and definitely more things for your workers to be doing. And I liked that, so at the end, when we had the hail, it was like, oh, I can't go to any basic spaces? Cool. I'm going to put them over here, and I'm going to put them over here. And
I mean, I did 1 basic space,
I think.
I think.
Once.
Yeah, because I needed berries to do my quest.
Wouldn't you have had to do it here? Isn't that a basic?
No, I don't think so.
It's on the main board as opposed to being up.
I interpreted that as these
Yeah,
and
they may
these.
be. Yeah, basic or forest.
If it was, then I would have gotten 1 less point, and I still won by 1 point. So close.
I gave you those points.
I know.
I wasn't even I totally forgot about my architect. Oh well. So it goes.
So it goes.
This was great.
All right, so now we have to get everything back in the box.
I can do that. I'm well capable of doing that.
It's got instructions.
Yeah. I know where everything goes, though.
I really like...
I'm the one who put them in there.
Yeah. I really like this box expansion that we bought.
Yeah. I think I could probably, depending on how big some of the components in the next 2 expansions are, we might be able to get everything into this box.
Can you give me your starting path? That you just had your hand on it. No, the starting path.
Oh.
Yeah,
yes.
that.
No. Yes, that's where they go.
Yep. And the rest of them go in here. Perfect. I think these are all meadow cards here.
Yep. So they go in the biggest, yeah. The
I wonder if this has space for everything to be sleeved. It feels like it would work.
maybe sleeves
Maybe.
were an add-on. I didn't get them because we're pretty good with our cards.
Try to be.
Well, I mean, we're not dog-earing them anyway.
Yeah.
Oop, that was one of these. Your
I'm putting stuff
meadow
in,
cards.
and I know you.
Yeah.
There's a way things go. So
Let me do it.
yeah. Okay. I like that we have otters. Did those come with?
Otters.
I'm an otter.
That was Pearlbrook.
Pearlbrook. Yeah.
That those came with
We didn't get the.
the collector's edition. No, but
Yeah.
we are.
Hmm.
I found someone selling it on Board Game Geek. He's supposed to get me a shipping total soon.
Cool. Yeah, shipping can be pricey on games that have a lot of heavy components like these.
That's fine. I don't mind.
You're keeping all the
I'm not.
silica gel.
I don't mean to keep the silica gel. I just didn't take it all out when I was unpacking Spirecrest. But I do want to keep the baggies.
Yeah, just in case. Baggies are always handy.
I'm actually going to use the baggies to split up the basic events from the Belfair and
Pearlbrook.
events.
We've gotten so much enjoyment out of this game.
This game is great.
We need to tape up the tree. It's beginning to fray at the
Yeah, we need
edges
to
there.
give it some love. Oh, that is a meadow card.
The Belfair,
Single, the
Yeah.
flower
the flower
fair,
festival.
Yeah. There we go.
And then this box gets all the boards. Do you need the instructions?
I shouldn't.
These go underneath those, I
Well,
think.
I have one of your. I need all your dudes. There they are.
Well, that was so much fun.
Yeah, that was great. This game is awesome. The first time I played it, I remember coming in dead last, and I did not care even one bit because I had built a very nice city, and I was really happy with it.
Did you have a whole story for your city?
Yeah, I did. I had a whole like, this is what my city is like, and this is what they focus on.
Oh, under there. Okay. Here's the other one.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, you have to be careful with it. You
Maybe
can't
we
just
should
tip
glue
them
these
in.
things.
We should, but you have to use a specific type of glue for it because they're foam, and a lot of glue ends up dissolving foam.
Gotcha.
So you have to be careful with it. So yeah, it recommends what type of glue to use. And we didn't have any.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to make sure I put it together correctly before I
You
went
started
and
gluing
glued it
everything?
together. Yeah.
Can't believe how close that ended up being.
Yeah, that was wild. That was really good, Andy.
Okay, I'm gonna take apart the tree. Well, thank you for joining us, folks. As always, we had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Someday we'll get to play this game with friends again. Friends and family. I wonder if Jam and Shayna and their group would want to play this.
I don't know.
Amanda will be reading in a little bit, about 40 minutes.
I'm just going to put these in with
Sure.
the extra
Yep.
meadow cards.
Amanda is reading Will of the Empress, which is the last of the currently published Circle of Magic books
Yep.
by
they
Tamara
sure
Pierce.
is.
We are approaching the end.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to read something else.
Just how it is.
So you've got this block there. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Cool. A place for everything and everything in its place.
Apples go in there.
Yep. Love everything about this game. Yeah. And we're going to be getting more
Yeah.
when the new expansions come out.
There we go. So then
That goes in with the
this goes in with
instructions.
the instructions. The instructions and boards
Yeah, I'll
go
in
in
here.
one
Yep.
box.
I do recommend the folded space stuff.
Yeah. I have the folded space thing for
Dune.
Dune. We just
Yeah.
haven't played Dune.
We
So
haven't opened it yet.
yeah.
We will, though.
Yeah.
That is a game we will play.
Putting everything away is the best part of the game. It's very satisfying.
It is very satisfying. All right. Thank you ever so much for being here. We enjoyed your dad jokes, Lobster. And we'll see you in Amanda's chat in about half an hour.
Yeah.
Night, everybody. Take care of each other.